We are now joined by SNY's MLB insider Andy Martino from the winter meetings in San Diego. And Andy, obviously you knew the Yankees, as you have been reporting, had had ownership approval to pretty much give Brian Cashman a blank check. Is that pretty much how this deal went down? Did they just blow Gerrit Cole away with that offer?
Yeah, this was old school CC Sabathia. Yankees aren't going to be beat for the guy that they wanted. We were reading those tea leaves all along. Ever since the beginning of the offseason, I was getting the feeling that they weren't going to be denied on this. So different from last year when they saw some warts in both Bryce Harper and Manny Machado, the main free agents, and their fans were mad that they weren't signing those guys. Yankees just didn't see those as the people they wanted to commit to for these kinds of dollars, even Patrick Corbin. And now you can kind of see why those misses for the Yankees happened, and a bit of why that context is. They knew that Cole was going to be on the open market. Brian Cashman has called Gerrit Cole his white whale. That's a pretty bold statement for a guy that he hadn't even reeled in yet. So you just knew that this is the guy they've been targeting. We all know the history of how they've tried to get Cole before and failed. So this is just lined up to happen. And look, if this took more money than the $324 million, the Yankees would have done that. That's just, they were going to get Cole.
As we all know, New York's a completely different animal than Pittsburgh or Houston. The Astros had already won when he got there. They already had Verlander when he got there. What kind of makeup does he have to handle New York City and the pressure that's going to come with a record-setting contract?
Obviously a great competitor, and I actually think, Eamon, that the whole idea of handling New York City's changed a lot, the way that athletes get to have their experience here. You don't see Giancarlo Stanton in the Yankee clubhouse until he's ready to come out, do a brief non-revelatory Q&A, and go back into the back. The way these clubhouses are built, the newspaper scene, sadly for people like me and John, isn't what it used to be. The back pages don't have the same impact as they used to. I just think it's easier to come to New York than it used to be for all these reasons. Players can hide. Players can blend in. Of course, Stanton, on the other side of that, is he hasn't succeeded, so he gets booed, and you know that's not pleasant for him in the moment. But I do think that that is something that's not going to be as big of a factor for Cole as it was in the past. CC was a guy who moved to a big estate in New Jersey because he didn't want to live in the city, so you can do that too. You don't have to be a city person. So I think that's all going to be fine. We know what kind of makeup Cole has on the field. We know who he is in terms of the biggest moments in baseball and how he's pitched. So I think the New York thing will be just fine.